Amber Heard exposed on emails showing illegal behavior. This is the first picture of the graffiti left by Johnny Depp on a painting calling Amber Heard's former partner, Tasha Van Ree, which the actress called on painting that she was given as a gift by the artist Tasha Van Ree. Depp sent a photograph to Heard's sister Whitney of him having changing Miss Van Ree's name on the painting's glass frame in 2014, with the court previously hearing Whitney wasn't particularly enthusiastic about Miss Van Ree. Heard said Depp had asked her to remove the painting as well as another by Miss Van Ree, which the actress alleges Depp tried to set fire to, and said one of them was put in her garage. Heard said, "I'm embarrassed to say, but it looks like it lasted about a week in the house before I had to move it." She said there was a minimal damage to the painting and a frame had broken, adding that Depp had tried to burn it but was too inebriated. Heard said the painting that Depp allegedly tried to set fire to was the one with the flamingos. It was always been that one, adding, "This is the painting that he tried to burn. He tried to burn it when I objected to taking it down." It came as Heard told the High Court today about her pleas for help to her parents while Depp snorted lines of cocaine and drank whiskey from a pint glass in a 36-hour bender and accused her of having an affair. Heard texted her mother Paige saying Depp was nuts and violent and crazy, adding that she was heartbroken that this is who I love, but did not tell her father because she allegedly feared he would react violently to Johnny. The Aquaman actress 34 also claimed in a message read out in court that Depp 57 was not being violent to me, but just raging in general, and she was finding it difficult to cope with his crazy mood swings and binges. Heard also insisted that she was not being truthful when she claimed the Pirates of the Caribbean star was not being violent and that her father was very violent to her mother, who died only this May. The actress said that Depp had gotten it in his mind that I had these affairs and he wouldn't leave until I admitted it, on her final day of evidence in his libel case against the Sun newspaper over allegations of domestic violence. She has accused Depp of verbal and physical abuse throughout their relationship, allegedly punching, slapping, kicking, headbutting, and choking her, as well as displaying extremely controlling and intimidating behavior. However, Depp, who did not arrive at court until this afternoon because he was attending a meeting about a future film project, says he was not violent toward the actress, claiming it was she who attacked him. During her evidence, which began on Monday, Heard was claimed that Depp pushed Kate Moss down a flight of stairs and called the feces found in the couple's bed after her 30th birthday absolutely disgusting. Kate James gave dramatic testimony at Johnny Depp's libel trial against a British tabloid newspaper that accused the actor of abusing ex-wife Heard during her relationship. Depp is suing News Group newspaper, publisher of The Sun, and the paper's executive editor Dan Wootton over an April 2018 article that called him a wife beater. He strongly denies abusing Heard. James, who worked for Heard between 2012 and 2015, gave evidence in support of Depp and said she had told Heard that she was raped at Machete Point in Brazil about 25 years ago. She said she was shocked to learn that in a witness's statement, Heard misinterpreted and exploited the incident. She referred directly to a violent rape that occurred to me 26 years ago, and she twisted it into her own story and she used it for her own use, James said with a video link from Los Angeles. "I am sexually violent survivor and that's very, very serious to take. That stands if you are not one," she added. Heard is due to give evidence in the case. Heard, 34, has made 14 allegations of evidence by 57-year-old Depp between 2013 and 2016 in settings including his private island in the Bahamas, a rented house in Australia, and a private jet. He denies them all. Depp and Heard give widely differing accounts of their volatile relationship, which began after they met on the set of the 2011 comedy The Rome Diary. They married in Los Angeles in February 2015. Heard filed for divorce the following year, and the divorce was finalized in 2017. Also on Wednesday, Depp's former state manager accused Heard of asking him to lie under oath after she was charged with bringing her 2 dogs to Australia illegally. Kevin Murphy claimed Heard pressured him to commit perjury about the traveling terriers or risk losing his job. "She wanted me to say essentially that it was my fault in one way or another, that the paperwork wasn't completed, so that I could take the blame for her. Murphy said. Heard was charged in July 2015 with bringing Yorkshire Terrier's pistol and boot to the country illegally earlier that year. She pleaded guilty in April 2016 and escaped a conviction after expressing remorse. In a written witness statement for Depp's libel case, Murphy said Heard asked him to falsely claim that she didn't know it was illegal to bring dogs to Australia, which has a strict animal quarantine rules. Murphy claimed Heard said, "I want your help on this. I wouldn't want you to have a problem with your job." Murphy gave evidence to the case at the High Court Wednesday in London by video link from Chicago. He was accused of lying by the Sun's lawyer Sasha Was, who pointed out that he had subsequently made a misleading declaration in the Australian court case. Murphy said he did so at Heard's request because he was afraid of losing his job. Why on earth did you not go to Mr. Depp to ask him to intervene rather than just lying on oath? The lawyer asked. Murphy said, because Amber wielded a lot of power and would have made my life miserable. Murphy's account was backed by James, who was Heard's personal assistant between March 2012 and February 2015. In a witness statement, James said Heard ignored advice from her and Murphy that taking the dogs to Australia would be problematic. She said Heard deliberately smuggled the dogs into Australia, as in several circumstances, which I observed it was as if she felt that she was above the law. James described Heard as a demanding employer, saying she received incoherent, abusive text messages from Heard between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. on an almost daily basis. Billed as the biggest English libel trial on the 21st century, Johnny Depp's 16-day legal battle with the Rupert Murdoch-owned tabloid newspaper The Sun concluded on Tuesday after both sides made their closing arguments at the High Court. Judge Justice Nicole is now set to take the coming weeks to deliberate over a verdict, which he is not expected to deliver until September at the earliest. It is likely to be a long wait for Depp, who has staked his reputation on the often ugly libel action in which he has sought to disprove The Sun's claim that he is a wife-beater.